Do you wake up every day feeling like money just slips through your fingers? No matter how hard you try to cut back, reduce unnecessary spending, and stick to a budget, something just isn't working. Your bank balance is always in the red, the bills never stop coming, and the relief of ending the month in the green seems like a distant dream. What you may not realize yet is that there are subtle, almost invisible financial traps hidden in your daily habits. They don't scream like a big debt or excessive credit card bill. Quite the opposite. They whisper. And that's exactly what makes them dangerous. These are recurring behaviors you repeat without even noticing, and together, they're draining your money and sabotaging your financial freedom. The first of these traps is over-reliance on revolving credit. It might seem like a quick fix. You pay the minimum amount on your credit card and deal with the rest later. But the problem is that later comes with extremely high interest rates that pile up fast. Before you know it, you're paying 3 times the original amount. Revolving credit isn't a relief tool, it's a trap disguised as flexibility. Most people fall into it with the best intentions, to solve a short-term issue. But the bill comes due, and it doesn't forgive. The ideal approach is to adjust your expenses so you never depend on this option. And if you're already caught in it, renegotiating the debt and getting out as soon as possible should be your top priority. The second trap is living without a visual control of your money. You know how much you earn, but you have no idea where the money goes. There's no record, spreadsheet, app, or notebook. Everything is stored in your head, and that's dangerous. The mind tricks us. It forgets that $12 Pix for a snack, the $18 Uber to the store, or the 3-month $90 installment from your last purchase. When you add everything up, you realize that small amounts turn into big leaks. The lack of visualization is like driving in the dark. You might keep moving forward, but you're one step away from crashing into a wall. Writing down every expense for 7 days is enough to open your eyes. You can't change what you don't see. The third trap is the excessive number of harmless installments. A 3-month purchase here, a 6-month one there, and suddenly your credit card is full of small payments that together eat up half of your budget. It's like walking with a backpack that gets heavier with each step, until you can't move anymore. The problem isn't the installment itself, but doing it without planning. Every installment means money you won't have available for months to come. And when an emergency arises, you have no room to act. The solution? Before buying on credit, ask yourself, do I really need this? Can I pay in full? If not, list it all in a spreadsheet and visualize the total impact. Credit can be your ally, but only when used consciously. The fourth trap is the occasionally recurring expenses that you forget to anticipate. Think of car maintenance every 6 months, your mom's birthday gift, the annual vehicle tax, school supplies at the beginning of the year. These expenses don't show up every month, but they do show up every year and still catch you by surprise. That happens because you don't factor them into your monthly planning. When they hit, they create a hole in your budget that feels unexpected but was actually predictable. The fix is simple. List all those seasonal expenses and divide the total by 12. Save that amount every month. When the time comes, you won't treat it as an emergency. It will already be covered. The fifth and final trap is emotional, using consumption as a reward or escape. You have a tough day, your paycheck barely covers the essentials, and you buy something to feel better. It's a way to numb the discomfort, to regain a sense of control. But this creates a cycle. The purchase brings relief, then regret, and eventually more imbalance. It's an automatic behavior that repeats itself without your awareness. The issue isn't about eliminating all joy from life. It's about replacing the impulse with awareness. When you feel the urge to spend on a whim, stop and ask, what am I really trying to ease? What do I actually need right now? Replacing automatic spending with conscious reflection can save you from unnecessary purchases and from a deeper emotional and financial hole. Now that you've recognized these 5 traps, it's time to act. Start small. Choose one, the one that repeats most in your life, and work on it over the next 7 days. Track your expenses. Review your credit purchases. Plan for seasonal costs. Question your spending impulses. Don't try to change everything at once. That can overwhelm you. Changing one habit at a time already brings results, and the more clarity you gain, the more control you take back. And if you think it's too late to change, let me tell you, it's never too late to take control of your financial life. The first step doesn't require money, it requires a decision. You don't need a higher income, luck, or a miracle. You need awareness, to observe your patterns and bravely decide to break the cycle. Money doesn't bring happiness, but financial chaos definitely takes it away. Choose to change now, for your future, for your peace of mind, and for the opportunities you still have ahead. Because when you free yourself from these invisible traps, you begin to build, step by step, the freedom you've always wanted.